Hey guys, in this video I'm finally going to be testing a bunch of food sensitivities. So I bought this kit from EverlyWell and it tests 96 different foods. So we're ranging from dairy to vegetables and fruit and spices, even meat. So I'm very curious what my results are going to be. It'll give you a range of just how sensitive you are to a particular food. So a few weeks ago I posted a video about traveling with food sensitivities and I give you a real life example. It's not a fun time for me. My food allergies include tree nuts, shellfish, apples, pears. Now, I do have a food sensitivity to chocolate. It's kind of heartbreaking and I wasn't always sensitive, so I know exactly what I'm missing. I also have some issues with lactose. So my hope is that this test will give me a better idea of what foods I should be eliminating or at least limiting in my diet so I can feel my best. Basically, the way that this test works is I take my little finger pricker here that they provide for you and prick my finger, collect a blood sample on this little card. It's really not as gross as it sounds, but yes, you have to deal with your own blood, but it's really not a big deal. So once I've finished this and everything is dry, I wrap it up, throw it in the mail, and within a few weeks, I get my results online. Pretty easy stuff. If you are squeamish, don't worry because I'm not going to be showing my blood on this video. I think that would be kind of weird. Now the instructions do say to drink a glass of water 30 minutes prior to you taking your little blood sample. So if you're interested in seeing more videos around my healthy lifestyle and how I deal with food allergies and all sorts of stuff, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Now let's go prick my finger. Alrighty, I have my instructions, I have the bag that I put the sample in, I have an alcohol prep pad, the finger pricking device, the blood spatter page, some gauze, a band-aid, and like a little band-aid kit thing. I don't know, it's kind of cute. But extra lancets if this one doesn't work for some reason or if I want to go like finger pricking happy. Not really my vibe. But this has everything I need. Towel. Next step is stimulating that blood flow. I'm obviously going to do my left hand. That's gotta be enough, right? Next is the alcohol prep pad. Alcohol pad, check, done. Please note that the lancet will only activate and puncture once. All right, so I think, okay, so I twist this open. Oh, and I can see it and it's kind of intimidating. Let's do it. And, oh god, oh, I did it. Okay, so I have to let it drip. And so I have to kind of squeeze it out of my hand. Come on, drip. Let me see you drip. All right, one done. I feel like I'm milking my finger. Okay, drip 2 complete. How weird does this look right now? Okay. 3 done. Drip number 4 coming at ya. Yeah. One more drip. I'm bleeding! Woohoo! I did it. Now I just need to get my finger to stop bleeding. And leave that card out to dry for 30 minutes. And then I can pack it away. My finger is done bleeding. We're gonna go stroll our dogs and then it should be dry. Next time you see me, I'll have the results. So it's been about a week since I shipped the sample. Now I finally got the notification that my results are ready to be viewed online. So that's what we're gonna check out and see. Little Squig is gonna keep me company while I check out my results. Right, Bubba? She's just gonna sleep on my lap. Okay, wow. So we have high, moderate, mild, and low reactivity levels, and thankfully it looks like I don't have anything in the high reactivity, but I'm kind of surprised what is in the moderate reactivity. So egg whites, I'm in trouble. Let me see. So if I click on egg whites, yes. My understanding is that these foods are placed in order by reactivity. So egg whites are going to be the thing I am most reactive to out of the bunch. So egg whites, watermelon, gluten, peanut, dill, carrot, milk from a cow, obviously, and kale. What? I'm not upset about kale because I cannot stand the taste of kale. I had a fair idea that I was going to be sensitive to cow's milk. If I drink a glass of milk, it's just game over. But carrots, I love carrots. That makes me really sad. Peanuts are really interesting, and gluten, like this is all really, I think it's actually kind of fascinating. But for each of these foods that are listed, it'll give you a general description of your results and what the reactivity level means and some fun facts about each of the foods. So, like peanuts, the world's healthiest food. Apparently not for me. Okay, let's check out the mild reactivity. So I only have 8 moderately reactive foods. Mild, I have 25 mild reactivity foods. What? Tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, that kind of breaks my heart, but I'm kind of not surprised because again, like lactose, meh. Yogurt, egg yolks, black pepper. I live for black pepper. Cheddar cheese, cucumbers, chia seeds, blueberries, no. Let's see, so blueberry is lowest on the list of mild reactive foods. Okay, that's a lot of foods that I potentially need to take out of my diet and test out. Broccoli, asparagus, like, wow. So tomatoes are like kind of on the cusp because, let's see, so the mild reactivity to moderate, this is 0.294. And it goes to 0.299. That's kind of close. So that kind of makes me think I should probably take it out of my diet and see what happens. Okay, high reactivity is 0.399 and egg whites are at 0.395. I have eggs every morning for breakfast. Let's see the low reactivity foods. Thankfully, there's 63 of them, so I won't starve, but okay, spinach, that makes me really happy. Thank goodness. I love spinach. This is interesting. Low reactive foods for me include some of the foods that I'm very, very allergic to. Tree nuts, cashews, that's fascinating to me. I feel like I just have to do like a whole foods diet almost. Cocoa. I am fascinated. I am sensitive to chocolate. Chocolate is made from cocoa. Do I need to test this out? I'm kind of terrified because I can't remember. I think the last time I had chocolate was probably in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, one of those years. Okay, and you can even divide it by food groups and you can see like within dairy. So I have a moderate reaction to egg whites and cow's milk, and then a mild reaction to all these different kinds of like cheeses and other dairy, like veggies, carrots, which are my favorite vegetable, the most sensitive. So you can see there's a lot of stuff that you could look through. This is probably one of the most fascinating things to me because I'm allergic to all of these. But peanuts, oh, no. So what EverlyWell recommends is taking anything above the low reactivity, so your mild, moderate, and high reactivity foods, and eliminating those from your diet. Obviously, the more reactive they are, they're recommending you should definitely do those first. And that's good because I don't really want to eliminate like 30 something foods from my diet like that. It's just, I think the deal is you eliminate them for about a month and then you start adding one by one back in, and then you try and figure out how your body is reacting to that food. Because you may find, oh, tomatoes don't actually give me any problems. I really hope this is the case with egg whites. EverlyWell does provide an explanation what food sensitivities are versus food allergies. I like to think of food allergies as the ones that could kill you. It's kind of dramatic, but generally an allergic reaction is immediate. For instance, if I have something with tree nuts in it, I immediately get this like really funny feeling in my mouth. It's like kind of tingly, but I just try to drink like a ton of water to flush it out, and it doesn't work. But then I'll start getting hives and my lips will start to swell, my eyes will start to swell. It's super attractive. There was one instance where my skin turned like visibly gray, but I start wheezing, and left untreated, I could enter anaphylaxis, and don't want that. So for tree nuts, I definitely need an EpiPen. I need an EpiPen also for shellfish, but my apple allergy is a little more mild, thank goodness. But I found that when I eat apples, I get hives. So for food sensitivities, what's crazy is that you could have a reaction 1 hour after you eat the food or 48 hours. Now, how the heck are you supposed to associate, oh, when I eat egg whites, I get acne or something crazy like that? So some of the symptoms that they talk about include digestive issues, acne, bloating. You may have dark circles under your eyes. You may have trouble sleeping. You may have trouble losing weight, headaches, migraines, fatigue, brain fog. Oh my gosh, that just like covers the board. So I want to make this doable. So if I can just eliminate the 8 foods that I have moderate reactivity to for about a month, and then start adding one food back one at a time, and from there I can figure out how I'm reacting to that particular food. So I may find that I'm fine with egg whites, I'm fine with watermelon. Kale doesn't agree with me. I don't agree with kale, so I'll agree to disagree. So I can start with that group of foods and then move into the mild reactive foods. So with these kind of tests, whether it's a food allergy test or a food sensitivity test, you really do have to kind of figure this out. I think for food sensitivity tests in general, it's important to figure out what it is that you react to, what you don't react to. So just because something shows up as a certain level of reactivity on your test doesn't mean that you will find that you have an actual reaction to it. And something that I really like about doing these kind of tests is just being aware of how your body reacts to different kinds of food. Just because something shows up as a reaction on your test results doesn't mean you're going to stay away from those foods forever. So the next step for me is doing some sort of elimination diet and figuring out what foods do not agree with me. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.